If you grew up in the early 2000s or late 90s, you probably remember the Santa Claus movies. You know, starring Tim Allen. Now listen, I enjoyed the first 3 Santa Claus. I watch them every year with my family. We stan the Santa Claus. We really do. But there I was, watching Family Guy on Hulu like any 20-year-old would do on a Saturday night. And then I saw a trailer that I'd never seen before. A trailer for a new show called The Santa Clauses, also starring Tim Allen. Funny enough, it's supposed to be a short Disney Plus original about Scott Calvin wanting to retire. So he interviewed a whole bunch of different men who were supposed to be qualified to be the next Santa Claus, which, if you've seen the first one, is that how it works? Like, you could just interview someone to be Santa? I thought you had to knock them off the roof. What? So, here's the thing. You guys are probably thinking, why did you watch the show if you freaking thought it would be awful? To make this video. Here's the thing. I watched the show to give it a chance. You know, I wanted to give it a chance. Because people always criticize whenever there's sequels to movies. They criticize it all the time. So I'm like, maybe this is different. Maybe it's a show. It's starring Tim Allen and the woman who plays Carol. So, let's see where this goes. And I regretted it. Okay, so first off, right off of the bat, the theme song freaking gave me the creeps. I can't explain why. It's not even a long theme song. It's like not even 30 seconds. But the theme song gave me the creeps. It really did. It did. Since I don't make money off of YouTube, I'm gonna play the theme song for you so you can see how really creepy it is. Another thing is that they replaced the elves, which of course I'm not mad at because the elves in the original are like 30 years old now, so of course they're gonna replace the elves. Again, not mad at that. But there's this new character, this new elf character. His name is Noel, and let me just tell you, he's basically supposed to be Santa's right-hand man, and I don't think I've ever hated a character more than I did with this character. I hated this character. I hated him more than that freaking dude who shot up the hospital in Grey's Anatomy. What's his name? Mr. Clark? Yeah, him. Yeah, him. And I want to say that they just messed up his character. Like, the writers are completely screwed over his character. I want to say that, but I really can't. I really can't. Because it's also his acting. He gave me complete Disney Channel vibes. Not even Disney Channel. He gave me freaking Nickelodeon vibes. You know what? That's offensive to Nickelodeon. I'm just gonna say, he freaking gave me PBS Kids vibes. PBS Kids. And he's also apparently married to a girl elf named Betty. I'm sorry, Betty. You can freaking do better than him. I'm sorry. Like, why are you married to this freaking 1,000-year-old man-child? Not only was this show a complete cash grab, but they only put the interesting parts in the freaking trailer, like they always do, to try to get you to watch. Like, come on, Tim Allen's back, and of course they had to bring back the originals, like Bernard. Yeah, remember Bernard, the guy from the first 2 Santa Claus movies that everyone loved, including myself? Yeah, he's back for a 30-second scene. Really? And of course they had to bring Charlie back, and I'm glad they brought Charlie back, but again, only for one freaking scene. But they had to throw that all in the freaking trailer to get you to watch it. And I guess it worked for me. And you know Charlie. He's now 30 years old. He's married to the most annoying woman possible. Again, who only had a few lines. I feel like the show really likes making annoying people. And of course he has 2 kids. But he didn't want to be Santa because, you know, he's grown up now and he's like, I have a family now. I'm not gonna drop everything just to be Santa. So if you go on TikTok, you probably have seen a whole bunch of people talk about that one scene from the Santa Clauses. You know, the one where all the elves are holding up little signs for a get well party for Scott Calvin or Santa. They probably don't even know his real name. But they had the little signs, and then, you know, they're supposed to be saying, we love you, Santa. But instead they wrote, we love you, Satan. Now you know why the title is the way it is. What? I'm telling you, that's probably why the show feels so demonic to me. I can't explain it further than that. And also because it's starring Tim Allen. You know, the voice of Buzz Lightyear. But he's also like a hardcore Republican and he probably believes in all this stuff. So he's like, let's just put it into the kids' minds. Yay! I feel like the worst part about the show is the freaking villain they have in this show. Because every show needs a good villain, right? Well, this villain is basically a businessman. Similar to Scott Calvin when he first became Santa. He's a businessman named Simon who has a daughter and a dead wife. So of course you're gonna assume he's not really a villain. No, he's not evil. He's just a broken hero. A broken hero, like most of the Disney villains out there. So his contribution to the North Pole after being Santa is that he wanted to make it Christmas every day, and he basically turned the North Pole into an Amazon shop. You could literally ask for anything any time of the year, and it comes delivered to a drone. A drone drops it off in your front door. Say hello to the villain, guys. Yeah, that's the villain. Like, yeah, sure. We don't want to have Christmas every day, but you really wanted to make that the villain? I mean, his intentions were pure. And you probably think that there's going to be a huge, big climax scene starring Scott Calvin and this guy Simon, and they're going to freaking battle it out. Similar to the second movie, right? Remember the second movie? The second movie where he fought his robot self and they destroyed fighting in the air. And then, of course, there's the third movie when he tried to take down Jack Frost to get his rightful place as Santa. No, yeah, there's none of that. All Scott had to do was nothing, really. Nothing. His daughter did everything. They were about to fight, and then his daughter was like, is this really what Mom wants? Is this what she wants? And he was like, you know what, sweetie? You're right. You're right. This isn't what she wants. I surrender. Like, what? Okay, cool, but like, what? I think Scott is too old to take down his villains. Just saying it right now. So yeah, if you want to watch something Christmassy, I mean, I know Christmas is over by the time you're watching this, but next year when you want to watch something Christmassy, don't watch this. Watch the first three. Watch the first three movies. Why not? You know, it's 3 movies are always going to be classics. Now, overall, I give this movie a 4 out of 10 because I like Charlie and Bernard's cameos. I really did. And minus 6 points for not having Neil or Laura. God damn it, Jack. Anyway, this show gives me the X. So let's hear from our sponsor. Not Disney.